to the very first episode of the Ramblewood podcast. You couldn't hear that part, but I went, yeah, but like in a whisper. Um, so what is this podcast? Who am I? This podcast is a foot in the door. And my name is Josh, or also known online as Chishikin. Now, what I mean by a foot in the door is I've been trying to make videos for a year. I've been wanting to make YouTube videos since middle school. I'm 23 now, and this is my very first video because it is low effort. I plan to do no to minimal editing on this. That way I can actually make a video and post it. So, what are the videos I'm trying to make? Now, I'm still planning on making these videos that I've been working on for a year. It's just hopefully this can motivate me to be more creative with my videos and the script, the editing, like theatrics of it all. And I just need to post something. Now, the video I'm trying to make, okay, and the reason why it even took me up until last year to try making a video is I didn't know what to make. I have been a gamer for a while. I always wanted to do something with games that would be fun. I mean, I've also watched a lot of commentary YouTube, and that would have been a fun idea as well to react or commentate on something that I find interesting. But I wanted to find something that felt unique to me. Something that like was interesting that not many people or anyone was doing. And well, that is hard. That is really hard to do because, like people will say everything's been done. There's no unique ideas out there, which is for the most part true. I mean, every idea is just based off the last idea. um, but I think I found something actually pretty unique to me, because I had a boring childhood. You see, I only ever had two game systems, a GameCube and a Wii. And I only played probably two games on the GameCube. Because so I just really played whatever my older brother played. And for some reason, he wasn't too into video games. Um, he is now. I don't know. I don't know. Too far back in my memory to find out. But we played Medal of Honor, and then like Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Those are the only two GameCube games we played, which were really fun because we could do like a 1v1v1v1, like 2v2 or something. Um, and there's a lot of I have a lot of siblings, so it's fun. But that's it. I didn't play any what's a GameCube title? Is it like Smash Melee? Hold on. Do 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 do. I accidentally just clicked on something I didn't want to. Um, Brief intermission. Yes, it is a GameCube game. I knew that. Let's go. So I probably know that because I am a frequent listener of the yard. But yeah, so we didn't play any. I didn't really know of any other games. I might have actually played Melee before, but I don't even think it was on our GameCube. It was like on a family friend's GameCube. Beside the point. And then on the Wii, we really only played like Wii Sports and stuff like that. We played Just Dance. That was fun. But no, we didn't have any, you know, Xboxes, PlayStations, DSs. Like I missed out on like the Halos, the Pokemon, the Zelda, whatever PlayStation has or had. I don't think they have any exclusives anymore. But so my series that I'm trying to make is called Reclaiming Nostalgia because everybody's so nostalgic for these games I've never played. And I feel left out. And I always did feel left out because as I went up in my years, going higher up into middle school, pretty much is when everybody would start talking about these games that they were playing or that they used to play. And then that's when I started seeing people like have heavy nostalgia for games that I never knew about until hearing like them talk about it. And so I'm going to play these games. And the goal is to have you, the viewer, whether you want to relive this nostalgia through someone who's actually playing it for the first time, or, maybe you didn't play this specific game that I'm playing and now you want to see if it's worth, going back in some old game archives to, you know, dust off and play, I don't know, whatever you can get out of it. But I feel like it's very unique to me. Because who else is really like calling themselves a gamer and they haven't played like any of the Pokemon games or any of the Halo games? Yeah, that's right. I've never played any of the Halo games until now. I have played now Halo Combat Evolved. Okay. So don't hate on me too much. Um and also Pokemon Red and Blue. And that's it. That's as far as I've gotten in my journey so far. I'm working on the Pokemon video right now. Um it's gonna be a little bit of a longer one. I wanted it to be like 40 minutes, but maybe I'll get it to more like 20, 25 because I don't want to be too over ambitious and never release it. Um, but that is the goal of what's coming up. I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus from it recently, but I do still like to say that I am a streamer. Um, I normally stream, uh, well, basically the nostalgia games that I'm playing. Uh, if I can get my computer to work better, I'd be streaming things like Apex or Baldur's Gate because that's like kind of what I'm playing right now. I'm not really playing Apex. I played like one game yesterday because it had been a while. But yeah, here, that's the topic. My history of gaming. I told you I consider myself a gamer, but I haven't played any of the games that you love. And now I might annoy people, make people angry about why I call myself a gamer. But I really have just played like FPS games. Yeah. So my history in gaming is my freshman year of high school. I got my first real console, the PlayStation 4. Number 4. I'm 23. I was born in 2002. Okay. So I could have been playing the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3. I'm a little late to the party. Okay. I'm pretty sure no, okay. The PS5 was not out yet when I got my first PlayStation. So, at least there's that. But I started out playing For Honor, and I played that for like 2 years until Apex came out in 2019. And that was my game. That was my game. Um, I played it right when it came out, and I still come back to it every once in a while. I don't think there's ever like a full calendar year where I don't have like an Apex phase. So I would still say I'm like a concurrent gamer, player of it. I've also played Fortnite. I played Siege. Um, there were other big games. I had other, but like I tried games like Spider-Man games. I tried that. I tried Red Dead. And at the time, I didn't like it. I don't like I'm not really a superhero guy. So I don't know if I'd go back to like those superhero games. Maybe like if somebody wants me to play it, like if enough people want me to play it, I'll play it. And for like stream or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I could probably go back to Red Dead now that my frontal lobe is almost fully developed. Um, I have more patience for more story based games. um, and look, I got ADHD, okay, and it hinders me in my ability to pay attention. But I've been playing like Baldur's Gate recently, great game. And look, I'm a D&D nerd. Okay, and now I know ADHD, D&D. That doesn't sound like it goes along well, but I am so interested in D&D that it captures my attention. um, and so then I've kind of been able to translate that to Baldur's Gate, and now I feel like I'm able to do more like story-based stuff. I'm excited to get into it. Um, and like I have two saves right now. I have one with a friend, one by myself. And it's a fun game. It's great. I played, I played the Pokemon game, the first one, um, and it was fun. I think it was overall fun. There was parts that were annoying. There was a decent amount of parts that were annoying. Um, Look, coming from an outside perspective into Pokemon, I'm like, what do you mean? I could just I'm just walking around in a dark cave, and then every 2 seconds I encounter a Zubat. Get out of my face. I want to get to my next destination. And oh my god, it's pitch black and you can't see. That was terrible. I know that there are now things in the game that allow you to one, see better, traverse faster, repel Pokemon so that you don't get stopped every 2 seconds. Um, but also, I did not know there were colored versions of Pokemon Red Blue, or else I would have chose those versions. My eyes burned a lot. It's just bright white and then some black, but like mostly just bright white. And I'm like, oh my god. So I don't think I'll have that problem with the next Pokemon game I play, but I'm gonna make sure I don't. Um, so now I think what's next. So I went Nintendo, um, Xbox, and now I'm going PlayStation. So the only direction I have with PlayStation is I heard that people really like a series called Sly Cooper. I literally never heard about that until somebody told me that when I was asking them what game I should play for PlayStation. I know people probably want to kill me. But look, I'm uncultured. Another thing I wanted to play, um, let me see, is the Shadow of the ooh, ooh. Colossus. Where did the Shadow of Colossus come out? I feel like it's a PlayStation game, right? Yeah, yeah, it is a PlayStation game. Okay. I'm actually really stoked to play that. I think the concept is really cool. In fact, I'm playing so bear with me here. A Daggerheart game. It's like D&D, but not. It's made by Critical Role, which is a D&D podcast. So it's just another role playing game. Uh, and they have a campaign frame, so they have a story. Um, for those of you who don't play any role playing games, there's a story that you can play um, called Colossus of the Drylands, and it's got Colossus like golems and stuff in it, and it's really cool. Um, and I would say I'm technically playing that right now, but I haven't had a session in a couple of months, so who knows? We had one session, but it's my family, and that's just normally what happens. In my family's excuse, my brother did just have a child, so I guess he doesn't have to play, and he was in the process of having the child himself. Obviously not. But I'm really interested in that idea. I feel like it's really cool. I like the whole idea of like titans and things like that. I think that's a really I don't see enough of that. Like, I mean, you have things that are similar. Like you have Neon Genesis, you have Pacific Rim, which are both really, really cool. But the whole Colossus thing is like kind of different. Oh yeah, and obviously like Godzilla. That's like the big one. But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus is different. Um, like it definitely has a different feel to it that I really like. I still like the other media with like the Titan-esque characters. Um, which I do have to continue Neon Genesis because I have not watched all of it. I've only watched like 10 episodes. Not because it's bad, but because I just forget about anime sometimes. And look, that's fine, okay? Don't hate me. Um, but anyway, this is the content that I want to make. It's gonna be like probably no matter what I'm making on YouTube that's besides this series is going to be like probably my thing. Like if I had to guess if I would be like known for something, it would be this series. Like there it's my most unique idea I think I've ever had. And hey, maybe that'll tell you something about me. Either I have really cool, unique ideas, or I've never had a unique thought in my life. Up to you. um, but I'm just happy with this idea. Dare I say, proud. Um, and see where it takes me. Because I there's so much content. There's so like I haven't played any of these games. There's so much content to be made from these games. Um, and I'm sure with like the way that gaming is going right now, there's a lot of cool games coming out, but like the industry itself, where it's going, it's like I feel like maybe people want to have a little blast from the past to just to lighten the mood, you know? And hopefully I can give that to y'all. That's my goal. Um So yeah, and then I'm gonna take recommendations. I'm gonna try to go in like a chronological order from like releases and because like story and stuff to keep that consistent. um, but you know, when I will probably prompt it in a video, I'll be like, let me know what series you want me to play next. Like if I'm done with this, like a series of games, like if I finish all the Halo franchises or whatever, or if I feel like I might want to break. It all depends on like how often I'm releasing content. Because if I can get through the 3 consoles in like I don't know a couple months, then maybe I could take a break from Halo. Or like I don't know how many Halo games are there. Does that matter? I don't. Are there? Is there anything good happening in the new Halo games? Many Halo games are there. Oh wow. Okay. There are 12 main titles. Holy shit. Oh, the core series. Okay. We have Halo Combat Evolved. That's done. Did that. Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 5, Guardians, and Halo Infinite. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9. Yeah, I'll probably take breaks. I don't think I'm gonna finish all of it in like one Xbox run. So I'll have like a maybe after the third Halo video, I'll be like, all right, let me know what Xbox game you want me to play next. Or if you guys would prefer me to just do the whole Halo franchise, then yeah, I'll just do that. But yeah, there's so much. There's so much I could do. I really want to do like all the main titles. That's what I'm looking for. Um and that like I don't mean like there's so much content and I play all the most obscure games that you've never seen. Um I know I don't know if I can think of the names, but uh my one friend Riley, he's really into like obscure games. He's telling me some where this is like Tulip Boy or something. I don't know. Is the whole point of the game is to just um I don't know, you pick through trash and then you get money from that, and then you're supposed to like kiss the girl of your dreams or something. I don't know. It's very weird. He's shown me it before. um yeah, also I'm sick. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't have too much sinusy congestion right now. So, I don't sound like Green Day at the moment, but I'm coughing not because my lungs are bad, but because I'm getting over sickness. So, and also I got like circles under my eyes. So I don't look like I'm doing too hot, but I'm fine. I swear. Um, but yeah, so that's really it. That's really all I want to talk about with the content wise on things. Um, I well, there's always more to talk about. There's always more to talk about because I mean I there's like I don't know, I might still post things like maybe a commentary type video here and there. Um, I know my girlfriend and I want to do a lot of content together. I'm kidding. Um, that's only going to make sense if I post the video for this. But so I don't know what we're gonna do. I know we try to film a Reddit reading video. That was fun. But I was high, and I just was not there. So I that video won't see the light of day, unfortunately. Um, but I don't know. I might release things like that. I don't know, I like talking a lot. Especially when I don't have to follow a script. I don't have to worry about a script. That's why podcasts are so good. This is my very first try at it also. So let me know how I'm doing. Tell me if I suck. Tell me if I don't suck. Compliment me. Make me happy. Anyway, um speaking of girlfriend, this this set I'm on my bed right now. Is temporary. I didn't feel like making it look all pretty because I'm only going to be here for like a month longer because I'm moving in with my girlfriend. The start of December is the 4th of November right now, and we're literally moving in December 1st. So very temporary, only a month. I want to try to make one of these every week. Um, so it'll probably be like four of these podcast form videos. Um, until the setup changes. Um, it's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna have like a whole background sort of thing happening. I might get one of those dividers. Phone's going off. It's just a group chat, family group chat, baby pictures and such. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have that like that divider. Um, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like the Japanese esque ones. I don't know which one exactly I want to get. But I'm gonna have that, and then you're gonna have like I want to get one with shelves so like I can display things. Um, and then there's gonna be like a couch in the background with some like cool stuffed animals on it, like nerd shit, like anime anime plushies and game plushies, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Hey, it's a little bit more about me. I am a full-on nerd. I am. I must come clean. I must confess. Um, I like D&D, anime, video games. I'm making scale mail right now, which is like chain mail but with scales. Um, and that's fun. I'm excited to see what I can make with it. I'm new to that whole thing, as I am to everything else I've been doing recently. Really trying to put myself out there. Really trying to put myself out there. What can I say? What can I say? I'm a man of many upcoming talents. I mean, I'm dying. Whew. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys my fit right now, and not like the whole fit. I just the pants really. Look at them. They're fuzzy. They're fuzzy, and I love them. They're so comfy. They're also fuzzy on the inside. I love it. I wanted to dress weird for this. Trying to make a character myself. I my first plan is to wear my Viking helmet. Kind of bent. My Viking helmet. It didn't sit right on my head. Look, I wanted to make a character out of myself, but I don't want to be too weird. But just know I have the power. Um, but I don't know what else. What other nerds? Oh, I'm a PC nerd too. I'm filming this on a laptop right now, but it's just because my computer's in the common area, and I don't want to talk to a wall when my sister's walking around. Because that's the only person I live with. It's just me and my sister, but I don't want her to think I'm crazy. So instead, I'm talking to myself in my room. I'm sure that'll be fine. But focus. Thank you. Um, hopefully, hopefully I do more of this. I don't want this to be another project I attempt and waste, but I'm attempting this one. I don't feel like I get too far into a lot of the things that I want to do, and then since I'm not that far, I didn't make much of a commitment, and then one thing after another. Oh, I forgot I ever tried to do that, and it never sees the light of day. So here's to making stuff. Now, one reason I didn't go over this. Okay. Listen. First of all, I'm gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna sound insane. I was really just saying that I didn't want to look crazy. Earlier today, I'm at work. My work is a very, very loud environment. Okay. Keep that in mind. Nobody can hear me. Okay, I full on sang at the top of my lungs for like an hour straight at work. Okay, it's a factory job. No one can hear me. It's fine. I did a little mock podcast by myself because I forgot my earbuds today. um, so I was talking to myself for probably like 2 hours. Oh, yeah. I was talking to myself for 2 hours today. And I probably look crazy. It's like that one Vine that I saw ages ago, because, well, it's a Vine. Um, where they were like, they're like, oh my god, is that guy talking to himself? Oh my god, he's crazy. And like, oh no, 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 he's just got the AirPod in the other ear. And then the guy turns around and is just nothing is in his ear. And they're like, oh, he crazy. That's probably how people looked at me today, because I just have my earplugs in, and you can obviously tell that those aren't earbuds. Um, and so people probably looked at me like, and they're like, this guy might have finally gone off the deep end. You're right. I told my girlfriend what I was doing. What did she say? Oh, I'll find it. I don't know when I was doing this. I was doing it after 5. Yeah, I was telling her I need my damn earbuds, but I forgot them. Oh, okay. I said it's fine. I got real bored, so I wanted to see if I'd be podcast material. So I'm literally talking to myself about random shit. Turns out, ADHD is great for podcasts because I just kept going. She said, "Oh my fucking god, don't break yourself, please." Wait, did she say something funny after that? I said, "What do you mean? Hearing voices in your head. Be careful." Sorry, wait. Did I say something else funny? Yeah, I said it passes the time. Um, I, good practice. You gotta look at practice in the mirror sometimes. Um, or in front of your press for 2 hours. I'm still doing my job. Okay. Um, but anyway, the reason why I went on this whole tangent is because I I didn't want to have like a script, but I kind of wanted to have a structure. I was gonna explain why it was so hard for me to make videos. Instead, I just kept saying it was really hard to make videos. But I work a full time job. Fun fact, like many other normal people, I don't have the luxury of time. I work from Monday to Friday from 2:45 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. Odd times, I know. Work stuff. But I work smack dab in the middle of the day when most people are being productive. I'm being productive, but at work, doing things I don't want to do. And so I get home and I'm tired and I just want to eat, play games, sleep, whatever. And it just sucks the energy out of me. It's so hard to get yourself to do things when you just did a labor intensive job all day long. And you're just, all you want to do is relax. All you want to do is relax. Um, and I even felt that today when I was talking to myself like a crazy person. I had a lot of energy. I was like, I could do this podcast thing, no problem. I got home and I'm like, oh, gotta do that podcast thing. I wasn't giving up at all. No thoughts of giving up. I was like, right, I have to do that. But I have to. I gotta get my foot in the door. That's what this podcast is for. The Ramblewood podcast. Yes, I can explain this now. This podcast is for rambling. It's for me to talk to you about whatever's going on. Mostly what's going on with my content, what's going on with this channel, whatever. But also could talk about what's going on in my life, what's going on in the world. Now, I don't want to get into politics and all that. that stuff just, it draws too much negative attention on the internet for sure. Like no matter what side you're on, it's always a lot of negative. Now, there will be negative topics that are on here, but like you know, I know you all know that politics just brings another animal out of someone. Like people get crazy because of politics. Okay, crazy. I have before too. Okay, it's not me looking outward, but on the outside looking in. That's how you say that. I'm on the inside. um, but yeah, no politics. We could talk about negative things, but like make it funny. Okay. I'm inspiration of this is um I've been getting back into Noel Miller. He's a funny guy. Uh, I used to watch um like both of them. I didn't really watch the Tiny Meat Gang podcast, but here and there I started getting into it right when everything with Cody Co happened. So bad time. But I was watching Noel Miller and Cody Co a lot. I first started watching Cody Co, then found Noel Miller, and now I'm like, fuck Cody Co, and now I just watch Noel Miller. But I fell out of it when all that stuff happened because I was like, yikes, I don't even know where this is going. But like, I just went on a different content watching journey anyway. But yeah, Noel Miller, his podcast accompanied a lot. He talks about a decent amount of negative things that are happening, but he's a comedian, so he makes it funny. I'm not a comedian. I am a 23-year-old boy with no experience and making people laugh. Hopefully that changes. Um, but hopefully I could take some inspiration from that. Um, Man, I really wanted to have this as the background, which it's kind of in the background still, but you can't really see much of it. I don't want to. Yeah, it's not hanging on a nail. I think it's command strip, so I can't really take that off and show you. But it's like Lilith, um, Seraphim, daughter of Lilith. It's cool angel, dark angel, demons type vibe. I got it from Comic Con. Was it 2024? I think it was Comic Con 2024. Yeah, yeah. I need to go back. I didn't go to Comic Con 2025. I missed out. But I also didn't have money. So there's that. That's another big thing. I would really, really like to be successful enough with content creation. That's the key point there. Enough. I don't care about being rich. I don't I don't really want to be rich. I'm not gonna complain if I have $1 million. But you don't need it, right? I just want to have enough attention to my channel to make it so that I can just focus on my content. Like I said, I've wanted to do YouTube since I was in middle school. Since like, what is that? 20, probably 2015, 10 years ago. I've wanted to do this. This is all I've ever wanted to do. I've tried other things. We can get into that. But I don't need a massive following. I don't want to be the next Mr. Beast. I don't even want to be the next um Moist Critical. I don't need 10 million subscribers. I feel like I feel like having a couple 100,000 would make it so that I can make enough to do what I want to do and just focus on that. That's all I need. That's the goal. Now, I'm going to try to put my all into this content as much as I can, as much as I can spare for myself and my sanity. So, that's why I'm gonna like not every video is gonna be a 10 out of 10 or what's the I don't like this is my first video, so I don't know how the YouTube stuff goes, but I know that they're like this is like a 1 out of 10 is the best you can do for a YouTube video. I don't know if it's opposite, but in my terms, when people go 10 out of 10 is great, that's what I mean. Um, Not every video I make is going to be a 10 out of 10. Um, I'm not saying there's going to be stinkers necessarily, but we're going to have things like this podcast. It's just me talking. That's it. We can go a step up. Me watching something and talking. Things like that. Because I want to spend time on the big videos. I want to spend time on the thoughtful, the very, unique video idea that I made. But in order to do that, I can't have a bunch of big projects at once. I think I need to make things like podcasts and maybe commentary videos, and that's really it. Because commentary, like I'm gonna have to like clip things, and so that does take time. It's not anything crazy, but that does take time. um, but yeah, and when I move to my new place, I would like to start streaming again, um, and making that stream content, which will also be where I make a lot of my, YouTube content, the content with the roots that will stay on YouTube. Um, because I've wanted to be a streamer. It's a lot easier to stream than it is to make videos because all you have to do is hit record or to hit start streaming and then you're there, right? It's not easy at all to be successful at being a streamer. That's a whole different beast. But the entry level is more accessible. Um, so I'm gonna try to make these podcasts about an hour long, unless I got some real juicy, interesting things. Um, it's gonna be about an hour. So that means right now I've got 12 minutes left to ramble on that wood. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is a good starting point. I like this podcast is probably not going to be forever. I think I would always like to do maybe a form of like long form content. Like doing podcasts sounds nice. You just get to speak your mind. I'm not by any means any sort of like alpha male kind of podcaster. Fuck that. I will treat everyone with respect. Therefore, I think my opinion and my thoughts matter more because I will listen to other people's thoughts and opinions. So that's why I think I'm okay being another white boy with a podcast. Okay, I'm fine justifying it like that. I don't want to talk about things like that. I don't want to belittle people. Um, so I'm gonna make podcasts. I'm gonna make podcasts because everybody matters. Um, but anyway, I wonder if I should date this podcast, not by telling you what the day is, but by talking about maybe what's going on right now. What's going on in the world? Um, well, the crazy shit would be the whole Mizkif and Emiru situation that I watched one video on. But I mean, I got all the information I needed to hear because I heard it from both parties' lips. So I know that's true. Um Miskiff is a terrible person. Can we say that? He's terrible. I don't like him. He already had controversy in the past and it just got swept under the rug. And I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, yeah, sure. I didn't see like big streamers, like really big streamers really like do much with him after that. Like I know Ludwig was his friend and now they don't do content at all. So that's cool. Um, I've never driven 150 miles an hour in a car before. What kind of car does he have? I've driven 100, maybe close to 110. That was scary. My head wasn't in a good place. um, how else can I date this podcast if you don't know about internet drama? I look. I usually stay out of internet drama. I get what I need from Moist Critical, um, for the most part. Uh, I I just had a cinnamon toast Ken video pop up on my feed that was talking about this situation, and I was like, "That's interesting." I don't like Mizkif. What's going on with him? And I got more reason not to like him. But I don't know what else is going on. What is important that's not political that's going on right now? Oh, there's a lot of bad things happening right now. But I don't know what just happened in the world. Um I don't know, I guess nothing that important, huh? Nothing that important. Well, important things happening in my own life. That's all that matters. Um I can't wait. I can't wait to move out. Not because of who I live with. My sister's great. She's a great person. In fact, she gets annoyed at me a lot. I am bad with doing chores sometimes. I forget. But hey, you'll forget sometimes. I've done better. I do my share more now. What I'm really excited for is moving out of the city. That's so nice. I live like right next to downtown Cleveland. It would probably take me just over 5 minutes to be in downtown. Nah. I'd say maybe like 10 minutes and I would be downtown, like in the heart of Cleveland. Um, and it, I don't know, it's not terrible. But it's not preferable either. The noise pollution, light pollution, all of that. You just hear sounds all the time. I mean, I grew up in this area my entire life. I lived in one house for 20 years. And then I just moved in two other spots around Cleveland. Um, and so I'm just kind of used to all the noise. I mean, I listen to YouTube to fall asleep every night. um, but it's like there's so many people around no matter what time of day. Like obviously relative to the time, there's not like, dozens of people walking on the street right now at 1:30 a.m. when I'm recording this. Um, but like I'll be outside at like 3 a.m. and there'll be some dude walking at one point or like riding a bicycle. There's cars driving constantly. And like I'm kind of over it now. I'm excited to live without that. Um, I'm going to be moving towards where my girlfriend lives. Um, it's like 40 minutes south from here. And it's going to be in this big apartment complex, but also like there's a lot of like land. So I I guess it's possible I might see a relatively similar amount of activity, but I know it's going to be more peaceful than this. I know it will. There'll probably be more natural life around and hear more nature sounds, more bugs, more birds. I'm a night owl, so I'm gonna be up until like 4 a.m. I would like to fix my sleeping schedule, but I mean I work second shift. What are you gonna do? Um, but I'm so excited. I mean, there's gonna be a lake right next to my apartment complex. I want to start bird watching. Like this should give you an idea of how things are gonna look in my area. Like it's this big lake, and then there's like trees this way. There's a nice patch of grass where I can have like a little picnic with my girlfriend, like right at the lake. That's like kind of secluded. Like it's really nice. There's a lot of nice areas. There's a clubhouse, and they have a theater in there. They have a gym. They have a decently sized pool. They have this I don't know what it's, I bet you there's a name for it, but like it's this room where there's a bunch of tables. Okay. And then there's like this kitchen-esque area. I didn't get too good of a look at it. I don't know if it's like there's an actual kitchen or if like it's just meant to like prep food and snacks and stuff and then you can serve it out to people. It's like almost like a mini little cafeteria. I don't really know what to call it. I'll look it up at some point, not right now. But yeah, I'm gonna be happier. Okay, you'll see me happier. I'm also gonna have more time because I don't have to like plan when I'm hanging out with my girlfriend, and so that's gonna free up like a whole day of time. So I'll have more time. I can put that time towards videos, make more content, make more ideas for content, make my content better. That's the idea. It's gonna look better too. It's gonna look great. Hopefully I can get a different camera too. Something better than 1080p. Um, but this is the plan. This is the dream. And I will succeed. I will. I am determined. I do want to go back to college still. That's in the plan. Unless I really take off. Even like when I take off, I would probably spend time doing content and then still go back to school because like I don't know. I was bad at school. I want a degree. I want to be like I redeemed myself, you know, which, you know what, we just now had an hour. I just watched it. It literally just said 10000. So that's the podcast. That is Bramble, Bramble shit. I made that mistake earlier when I was talking to myself at work. It's the Ramblewood podcast, episode 1. Maybe next time I could talk about my history with school. I got a lot to talk about there. I sucked at school. That's a sneak peek. But thank you for anyone who watched any of this, especially if you watched all of it or just listened to all of it. You don't need to see me. This face this face is fine. It's not, it's, you know, I'm no Adonis, but there's not much going on here anyway. Just audio. Um but this is actually, honestly, this was a lot of fun. It took me like probably like 10 to 20 minutes to really get into the flow of things, but after that I felt a lot more comfortable just talking to myself once again. But this time I get to see myself, and so it looks like I'm talking to another person. But anyway, that's Ramblewood. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.